So I was so overly excited that I forgot to turn on the camera. I'm building my workbench light. I've bought a aluminium sheet. It's 100 centimeters by 50 centimeters and it's zero point 0.5 millimeters thick. I also bought some wood. I bought this. It is 18 millimeters by 27 millimeters. And I've mounted it upright. So this is 27 millimeters and this is 18 millimeters. And my plan is to mount this aluminium strip all along the edges, leaving a slight gap for a acrylic sheet to slide in. So this is it from another angle. If I mount it like this and leave a wide enough gap, the acrylic sheet should slide in, and when I mount the last strip on the side, that should be in there firmly. And this is the acrylic sheet I bought. It's also 100 centimeters by 50 centimeters. So that means I do not have to try and cut acrylic. I probably won't be able to do that very neatly, so this is the perfect solution. But before I go any further, I think it's time to mount the LED strips. I'm using two LED strips. One's warm white, the other one's bright white or white. I now have 5 of each, so I now have to figure out what the spacing needs to be between the LED strips to get a nice even spread. And I'm gonna do that by using my good friend Math. He's always right. The inside of the lamp is 465 millimeters wide. I want the first LED strip to start at 20 millimeters and the last one to end at 20 millimeters. That leaves me 425 millimeters to space out 10 strips. Now if I divide 425 by 9, I get, well, let's do that. I get 47.2 millimeters. 0.2. Now to check that, we can do 20 millimeters plus 47.2. That's the second strip. Actually, that's the second strip. That's the third, fourth, fifth, sixth. That's cool. Seventh, eighth, ninth, and the 10th, plus the 20 millimeters until the edge, plus 20 equals 464 millimeters, and well, actually 465. So that's correct. I can now mark them, and I'm gonna do that at both sides of the light and then lay down the strips. Now I've spaced them all out and looks rather good actually. As you can see, the sticky tape on the back isn't actually that sticky, so I might have to glue that down. But before I glue it down, I thought it might be a good idea to check whether the LED strips are actually working. I haven't tested that. I haven't tested that yet. That's a difficult sentence. I haven't tested that yet. That's how you say that. So that's why over there's my power supply, and that's a bit dangerous. I still have to build a case around that because that takes mains voltage. I'm gonna test each strip individually, and after that I'm gonna solder it all up. Just to quickly show you what I'm doing, the voltage is set to 12 volts and the current is limited to 300 milliamps. Now, before I do anything stupid, and especially shrinking on the heat shrink, before I've tested it, let me connect up the power supply and see if they will work. By the way, this is just the warm white LEDs I've done. I yet have to do the white LEDs, but halfway there. Well, what do you know? They work. And it's now drawing about 800 milliamps. That's, well, that's 10 watts. Well, I'm happy with that. And now the question, of course, is, do the white LEDs also work? Let's turn it on. And they also, well, they did. What happened? Well, briefly all of them worked, but quite soon most of the white LED strip stopped working, and it is exactly where two pieces of LED strip are joined. Let me get in a bit closer. So exactly over there is where the LED strip stops working. So I'm hoping it's just a bad connection, and if I reflow it, it will start working again. Let me do that. So, well, it still doesn't work, even after reflowing that. So what I'm gonna do is remove this piece of LED strip, replace it with a new piece of white LED strip, and see if that fixes the problem. So I replaced this bit of LED strip, just soldered it in between the already mounted LED strip. Let's turn it on, see if it works now. Well, that section works. What about the rest? And that also works. Brilliant. So this part is a success. The next thing I have to do is hook this up to the balance and dimmer circuit I built in a previous video. I'm gonna save that for a new video. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.